Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your knees protest like they've aged 10 years overnight? Or reached up to grab something from the top shelf and noticed your shoulder doesn't quite move like it used to? It's not just in your head. After 50, your body starts sending little reminders: stiff joints, slower movements, that feeling of needing an extra push just to get going. And if you've ever thought to yourself, "I just don't feel as strong as I once did," you're not alone. But here's something most people won't tell you. Staying fit, strong, and youthful after 50 doesn't require hours in the gym, fancy equipment, or exhausting routines that leave you feeling worse than when you started. In fact, it really comes down to just 3 simple exercises. That's right, only 3. 3 movements that, when done consistently and correctly, can help you build strength, improve balance, and unlock the kind of energy and confidence that makes you feel decades younger. No gimmicks, no magic pills, no unrealistic expectations, just 3 exercises that target exactly what your body needs most right now. And the first one, this one might surprise you, is something you've already been doing your whole life, just maybe not with the attention it deserves. It's the squat. But before you picture a bodybuilder in a gym squatting with a barbell across his back, let me stop you right there. I'm talking about a simple bodyweight squat you can do right in your living room. You see, the squat is more than just a leg exercise. It's a full-body functional movement. Every time you get up from a chair, sit on the toilet, bend down to pick something up, or even lower yourself onto the couch, you're essentially doing a squat. The problem is, as we get older, we tend to avoid these movements or do them less and less. That lack of repetition leads to weaker muscles, stiffer joints, and a slower response when you really need to move. But here's the good news. By practicing just a few squats a day, you can rebuild strength in your thighs, hips, and glutes, the powerful muscles that support your knees and lower back. And when those muscles are strong, everything becomes easier. You walk with more stability, you get up with less effort, and you feel more in control of your body. It's like giving yourself a natural upgrade. No surgery, no prescriptions, just movement. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but my knees hurt when I squat. That's common, and it usually happens when the muscles around your knees aren't doing their job. Start by holding onto the back of a sturdy chair or kitchen counter. Keep your feet shoulder-width apart, chest lifted, and slowly lower yourself, as if sitting into an invisible chair. Don't force yourself too low at first, just enough to feel your legs working. Pause, then push through your heels to stand up. That's 1 rep. Do just 5 at first. Then as you get stronger, you'll be amazed how quickly your knees stop hurting and start supporting you better. And here's a little secret. Squats don't just build strength. They keep your metabolism active, your bones dense, and your core engaged. That's a triple win. Now, once you're squatting with confidence, there's another area we need to talk about: your upper body. Because while your legs are your foundation, your posture and stability depend heavily on the muscles around your shoulders and back. That's where the second exercise comes in: wall push-ups. Think of these as the gentle cousin of the traditional push-up. No getting down on the floor, no straining your shoulders, just a simple movement that strengthens your chest, shoulders, arms, and even your core. Stand about 2 feet away from a wall, place your hands flat against it at shoulder height, and slowly bend your elbows, lowering your chest toward the wall. Keep your body straight. No sagging belly, no arched back. Then push yourself back to the starting position. Easy? Maybe. But do 10 of these slowly and with control, and you'll feel muscles wake up you haven't used in years. Wall push-ups are perfect because they mimic the pushing motions we use every day, like opening doors, lifting groceries, or bracing ourselves when we slip. And as you build strength here, you'll notice something else. Your posture starts improving. Your shoulders don't slouch as much. Your neck doesn't feel so tense. You feel more upright, more balanced, more youthful. You're literally lifting yourself up, physically and emotionally. And here's a quick tip. When you're doing wall push-ups, breathe out as you push away from the wall. That subtle breath out engages your core muscles and keeps your movement stable. It's a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in how effective the exercise becomes. So now you've got two powerful movements under your belt: squats for your lower body and wall push-ups for your upper body. But there's one more that ties it all together, a movement that helps prevent falls, builds balance, and trains your body to stay responsive and alert. Because let's be honest, nothing steals confidence faster than a fall. You might recover from the bruise, but that mental hesitation sticks around. That fear of, what if I fall again, can hold you back from doing the things you love. So what's this final exercise that could help change all of that? And that final exercise, the one that quietly holds the key to preventing falls, boosting your coordination, and giving you back that sense of control over your body, it's the heel-to-toe walk. Sounds simple, right? But don't let the simplicity fool you. This one movement challenges your balance, wakes up the smaller stabilizing muscles in your ankles and legs, and retrains your brain to stay sharp and connected to your body's every step. Here's how it works. Find a clear path. In your hallway or living room, something with a straight line, maybe a seam in the floor or a tape line you've made yourself. Stand tall and place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot, just like you're walking on a tightrope. Then take a slow, deliberate step forward, placing your heel in front of the opposite foot's toes again. Do this for 10 steps. Then turn around and walk back. If that feels easy, close your eyes and try again. Just kidding. Never do this with your eyes closed. Safety first. In fact, if you feel even a little unsteady, stand near a wall or hold your arms out slightly for balance. No shame in that. We're not here to prove anything to anyone. We're here to move smarter and live better. And as you practice this daily, something remarkable happens. Your body starts to respond faster. You feel quicker on your feet. That moment of hesitation when stepping off a curb or reaching for a high shelf, it begins to fade. Instead, there's confidence, because your brain and body are working in sync again. Now, imagine combining all three of these movements: squats, wall push-ups, and heel-to-toe walks. You've got lower body strength to stand tall and move with power. You've got upper body strength to carry groceries, hold grandbabies, or simply feel stronger in your own skin. And you've got balance, perhaps the most overlooked but vital skill for staying independent and safe. That combination isn't just fitness. It's freedom. The freedom to move, to explore, to live without fear. And it's not about trying to look like you're 20 again. It's about feeling capable and steady and alive in your body right now, at this moment in your life. But let's pause for a second and really talk about why these exercises matter so much after 50. See, the moment we stop moving, our muscles start shrinking. It's a natural process called sarcopenia, and it sneaks up quietly. You don't feel it happening at first. Maybe your clothes fit a little looser, or you find it harder to lift a bag of groceries. But over time, that muscle loss adds up, and with it goes your strength, your stability, even your metabolism. That's why people often say they slow down as they age. It's not because age itself causes weakness, it's the loss of muscle from not using it. But here's the truth no one tells you. Muscle can be rebuilt at any age. Science has proven it. People in their 60s, 70s, even 80s have added strength and reversed muscle loss just by doing simple, consistent exercises. The key is not intensity, it's consistency. You don't need to push yourself to exhaustion. You need to show up every day with just a little intention. 5 minutes. That's all it takes to get started. And over time, those 5 minutes grow into 10. Then maybe 15. Then suddenly you're not just exercising, you're thriving. Your body responds, your energy returns, your confidence builds. And those aches and pains that felt like permanent guests, they start to quiet down. But this isn't just about movement. It's about reclaiming something much deeper. Because when you feel strong in your body, something shifts inside. You speak with more authority. You stand taller, not just physically, but emotionally. You look in the mirror and see someone who is not fading, but rising. Someone who's still writing their story, not just reading the last few pages. I can't tell you how many people I've seen who felt invisible in their own lives until they started moving again. One woman told me, "I didn't even realize how much I'd given up until I got it back." And she didn't get it back through pills or wishful thinking. She got it back by standing up from a chair 5 times a day. That's it. That was her first step. Then it grew from there. And I know you can do the same. You've got the strength inside you. It's just been waiting for a reason to show itself. And maybe today, that reason is you deciding you've had enough of feeling stuck, enough of feeling older than your years, enough of accepting stiffness and fatigue as your new normal. Because it doesn't have to be. Your body is listening. Your muscles are ready. All you have to do is start moving, just a little, with intention and care. And while we're on the topic of care, let's talk about one more piece of the puzzle. Recovery. Because movement without recovery is like watering a plant but never giving it sunlight. They go hand in hand. After these exercises, your body needs time to adapt. That means rest, yes, but also nourishment, both physical and emotional. Are you drinking enough water? Are you feeding your muscles with good protein? Are you giving yourself permission to rest without guilt? These aren't extras. They're essentials. Because the goal here isn't just to do more. It's to feel better, to wake up with less pain and more purpose, to walk into a room and feel present, to bend down without fear, to live your days with a quiet strength that others notice, even if they can't quite put their finger on what's changed. And maybe the most beautiful part, when you begin moving again, truly moving with intention, you inspire others, your spouse, your children, your friends. They see your spark returning, and suddenly they want to join you. That's how change spreads. Not through big dramatic gestures, but through quiet consistency, through the courage to begin again, through the decision to not let age define your ability. So keep moving, even on the days you don't feel like it, especially on those days. Because every squat, every push-up, every careful step forward is a small act of rebellion against the idea that you're supposed to slow down. You're not. You're supposed to rise, and trust me, you're doing better than you think. And now that your body is learning to move again with strength, with grace, with that quiet determination that says, "I'm still here, and I'm not done yet," it's time we talk about something that doesn't get enough attention, how this kind of movement reshapes not just your muscles, but your mind. Because what's happening inside your brain every time you do a squat, or press against a wall, or walk heel to toe, is more than just coordination or balance. It's your neurons firing in new ways. It's your memory sharpening. It's your mood lifting. There's a powerful connection between movement and mental clarity, especially as we get older. Scientists call it neuroplasticity, and it simply means your brain can still grow, still adapt, still improve. Yes, even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. And physical activity, especially these focused exercises, is one of the strongest drivers of that process. Ever noticed how you feel more awake, more alert, more present after moving your body? That's not in your head. It's in your brain chemistry. Movement increases blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients directly to your brain. It stimulates the production of new brain cells. It encourages the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals that help ward off depression, anxiety, and even memory decline. And here's what's truly exciting. Studies have shown that older adults who perform simple strength and balance exercises like these just a few times a week experience better cognitive function than those who stay sedentary. That means fewer senior moments, better concentration, even stronger problem-solving skills. You're not just improving your body, you're sharpening your mind, and that is something no one can take from you. But let's be real for a second. Some days you'll wake up and feel stiff, or tired, or unmotivated. Maybe your joints are cranky or you didn't sleep well. And on those days, it's tempting to say, "Not today." But that's when you need it the most. Because consistency isn't about doing a perfect workout every day. It's about doing something. Even if all you manage is standing up and sitting down from your chair 5 times, you've told your body, I still care. I'm still in this. And your body listens. It adapts. It rewards your effort with strength, with energy, with dignity. One of the most inspiring people I've ever met was a man in his late 70s who started doing wall push-ups in his hallway every morning. Just 5, then 10. Then he added squats, one at a time. A few months later, he told me, I didn't think I was ever going to feel strong again. I thought that part of my life was over. But it's not. I've got it back. And you could. See it in his eyes. The fire. The belief. That inner shift that happens when you stop seeing your body as a limitation and start seeing it as a partner. Because that's what your body is. Not a burden. Not a problem to fix. A partner, one that's been with you through every chapter of your life, and now it's asking for your attention. Not punishment, not perfection, just attention. A few minutes a day to strengthen what's already there, to reclaim what you've quietly lost, and maybe most importantly, to prepare you for the years ahead, not with fear, but with courage. Let me ask you something. What would your life look like if you felt 10% stronger next month than you do today? Not 100%, just 10%. What would change? Would you travel more, garden more, play with your grandkids longer, walk into rooms with more confidence? That 10%. That's the power of these 3 movements. That's the compound interest of daily effort. It doesn't take long, and it doesn't require a gym or equipment or even a lot of space. It just requires you to start and to keep showing up. And I know, when you hear the word exercise, maybe you picture something hard or exhausting. But what we're doing here isn't about exhausting your body. It's about awakening it. It's not about burning calories. It's about building resilience. Because life will keep coming. There will be stairs to climb, groceries to carry, loved ones to care for. And wouldn't it be beautiful to meet those moments not with dread, but with readiness, with strength, with pride? One step, one movement, one breath at a time, you're training for your life, not for a race, not for a mirror, but for the joy of living fully, freely, and without apology. And while we're talking about freedom, let's not forget the emotional weight that movement lifts. So many people over 50 carry an invisible heaviness, not just in their joints, but in their hearts. A quiet grief for the energy they once had, the strength they didn't realize was fading, the independence they now worry about losing. But here's what no one tells you. You can take it back. You can rebuild it. Your body is far more capable of healing than we've been led to believe. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every time you squat down or push against the wall or walk that imaginary line on your floor, you are sending a message, not just to your muscles, but to your spirit, that you are not done, that you are not giving in to the idea that age means decline, because it doesn't. Age just means change, and with the right movement, that change can be beautiful, empowering, even exciting. I've seen it happen in hospital rehab centers, in living rooms, in backyards. People finding their strength slowly and quietly, and then watching their whole world expand again. And that's what I want for you. A world that feels bigger, not smaller. A life that feels more alive, not more limited. And it starts here, with 3 simple exercises and the decision to move with purpose. You have that power. Right now. Right where you are. So don't wait for motivation. Start with movement. The motivation will follow. Trust your body. Trust your process. Trust yourself. You've come this far, and the best part? You're just getting started. So now, here you are. Stronger than you were yesterday, more balanced than last week, and slowly uncovering that youthful spark that never truly left you. It was just waiting for the moment you stopped treating your age like a wall and started seeing it as a doorway, a new chapter, a new chance to live differently, move differently, feel differently. And if there's one thing I want you to hold on to, it's this. Strength after 50 is not a myth. It's a mindset. And it's built not in some flashy gym or with complex equipment, but in those quiet moments where you choose to show up for yourself again and again. When you breathe through a squat, when you find your center in a balance move, when your arms push against that wall and your heart says, "Yes, I can do this." That's when the magic happens. But strength isn't just physical. And now, let's talk about a hidden piece of this puzzle: recovery. Because as important as movement is, your body also needs time to repair, to grow, to integrate everything you're asking it to do. Recovery isn't rest in the sense of do nothing. It's rest with intention. It's stretching gently before bed to tell your muscles, "Thank you for your work today." It's drinking water, simple, clear, healing water, to help your cells rebuild. It's getting quality sleep so your hormones can rebalance, your joints can recover, and your nervous system can calm down. One of the most overlooked parts of fitness after 50 is that your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. But that's not a weakness. It's wisdom. It's your body being more honest with you, asking you to listen, to care for it, not to punish it for needing more time. And when you honor that, when you treat recovery not as an afterthought but as part of the practice, your body responds in kind, with more energy, fewer aches, and a steadier sense of well-being that lasts through the day. I know life pulls at you. Appointments, family, worries, fatigue. It's easy to push movement down to the bottom of the list. But here's the truth. When you move, even just a little, you become more available for everything else. You become more present, more mobile, more emotionally balanced. You laugh more easily. You sleep more soundly. You walk into rooms and people notice, not just your posture, but your presence. There's something quietly powerful about a person who's taking care of themselves, not out of vanity, but out of respect. And maybe that's the shift we've been working toward all along. Not just stronger muscles or better balance, but a deeper relationship with your body. One built on listening, on partnership, on trust. For decades, your body has carried you through everything: stress, illness, joy, heartbreak, love. It's shown up, even when you didn't treat it kindly. And now, finally, you're giving it something back. You're saying, "I see you, I value you, I'm still with you." That kind of love, that kind of care, it changes everything. And don't be surprised if the people around you start noticing. When your grandkids see you crouch down to play on the floor without wincing. When your friends ask, "What are you doing differently? You seem lighter." When your doctor says, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." That's the ripple effect of just a few minutes a day. But let's not stop there. Because this isn't about stopping at a goal weight or a milestone. This is about setting a new standard for how you live. You get to decide that standard. Maybe it's being able to carry your own groceries. Maybe it's walking the beach without worrying about your knees. Maybe it's dancing in your kitchen just because your favorite song came on. Whatever it is, movement gets you there. Movement is your vehicle. Strength is your fuel. And joy? Joy is what you find along the way. But if you ever feel discouraged, if a bad day sneaks up and your legs feel heavy and your motivation fades, come back to this truth. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You just need to keep going. Because every time you do, you're rewriting a story that too many people believe, that aging means fading. No, not for you. For you, aging means rising, reclaiming, becoming more of who you are, stronger, wiser, freer. You have everything you need right now. No fancy shoes, no expensive programs, just your body, your breath, your will. And if you've made it this far, if you've stuck with these movements, these messages, these moments of showing up for yourself, then you're already doing it. You're already becoming the version of yourself you once thought might be gone. And you're doing it with grace, with courage, with heart. So today, move a little. Rest a little. Smile a little. Trust that this is working because it is. And tomorrow, do it again. And the next day, and the next. Not because you have to, because you deserve to. Because every step you take now is a gift to your future self. And if you keep walking this path, you'll look back one day and barely recognize the version of you who once thought they were too old or too late or too tired. Because now, you know better. You are better. And you're just getting started. And now, here we are, standing at the edge of something new. Not an ending, but a quiet, powerful beginning. You've walked with me through each movement, each breath, each small act of self-respect. You've felt your muscles wake up again. Your joints speak with a little more kindness. Your balance begin to whisper, "Hey, I'm still here." But beyond the physical changes, and yes, they matter, something deeper has begun to shift. It's not just about moving your body anymore. It's about reclaiming your place in the world, fully and unapologetically. Because what's more youthful than waking up with a sense of possibility? What's more powerful than saying, "I may be older, but I'm not done growing"? You've proven that movement isn't reserved for the young. It's the gift that keeps you young. And it doesn't require hours a day, fancy gym memberships, or chasing trends. It just needs you, your consistency, your willingness, your heart. Maybe you're not doing deep squats or long planks, and that's okay. You're doing your version, and that's enough. Because progress is personal. There's no race. There's no finish line. There's just you showing up again and again, quietly rewriting what strength looks like after 50. And maybe that's the most important message of all. Strength doesn't always look like loud grunts and sweaty reps. Sometimes it looks like a hand on the wall during a balance move. Sometimes it's a stretch that reminds you, I'm still flexible in ways that matter. Sometimes it's walking up the stairs and realizing you didn't need to stop halfway. These small victories, they add up. They build a body that supports you, not just today, but in 10, 20, 30 more years. And they build a spirit that refuses to believe the lie that aging is decline. Aging, when done with intention, with movement, with care, it's not about decay. It's about discovery. Discovering how good you can still feel, how strong you can still become, how vibrant your life can still be. So as we bring this journey to a close, I want to leave you with this. You're not just someone who can change. You already are someone who is changing. Every stretch, every squat, every breath has been a step in the direction of a stronger, more youthful, more energized you. And that deserves celebration. So tonight, when you rest your head, let it be with pride. You showed up for yourself. You chose movement over stagnation, strength over resignation, growth over giving up. That choice, it's everything. And tomorrow, if you feel tired, take it slow. But don't stop. Even a few minutes of gentle movement can make a difference. Keep going, keep trusting, and keep believing in the quiet power of consistency. And hey, if this video meant something to you, I'd love to hear your story. Leave a comment. Share what exercise helped you most, what surprised you, what gave you hope. We're building a community here, a circle of people who don't let age define them, but instead define their age with strength, joy, and presence. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone you love. Someone who might be feeling like it's too late, who just needs to hear. You can start now, because yes, you absolutely can. And if no one's told you this lately, let me say it now. I'm proud of you. I see the effort. I see the courage. And I believe in where you're headed. Here's to the movement that keeps you alive, to the strength that never left you, to the version of you that's still blooming. After 50, after 60, after 70, you're not fading, you're rising. And this is just the beginning.